Update on Number One Super's 9-mile bush Wara land. This media statement was published by Number One Super on both the Post-Courier and the national newspapers on Monday, August 11, 2025. A year ago this month, Number One Super Limited NSL successfully obtained vacant possession of its 9-mile land in Port Moresby. The journey to this point was long and challenging, spanning 30 years, as NSL explored every possible option to find an equitable resolution to the matter. Mediation, guided by a commitment to operate as a responsible superfund and to provide fair outcomes for all stakeholders, achieved little. However, as possession was placed on hold in anticipation of relocating and resettling the previous occupants, NSL commenced perimeter fencing and other investment to enable full security of the property, as well as meet broader strategic objectives for the years ahead. NSL made every effort to avoid confrontation with the settlers and is committed to supporting peaceful and respectful resolutions. This month marks the fund's most peaceful eviction in its 35-year history, with vacant possession achieved in August 2024. In the 12 months since, NSL has worked to progress the implementation of its long-term development plans and generate strong long-term returns for its 235,000 members. Perimeter fence update. The project had experienced delays due to the unseasonal and uncharacteristically heavy rainfall from late 2024 to mid-2025. These conditions impacted the site and construction progress as a result. Since the last update in April 2025, approximately 11,600 meters of fencing has been completed, including the installation of 6 culverts, which have been successfully laid to support better drainage. The installation of fencing works around these culverts is now complete, along with the installation of several reserve road access gates. The statutory manager continues to conduct regular inspections to monitor quality. Temporary access road now closed. When NSL took possession of its 9-mile land, it constructed a temporary access road located between portions 2,157 and 2,158 that had been used by the squatters and general public residing on the outskirts of these land portions. As NSL focused on installing the perimeter fence around its land portions over the past 12 months, it allowed this access road to remain open and accessible to the nearby communities. As perimeter fencing neared completion, and as part of NSL's efforts to secure its land for further development while keeping people safe, this temporary access road was permanently closed on Sunday, June 29, 2025. The closure also ensures site safety, particularly during the initial future development works. Due to the road's closure, however, NSL, through its appointed site manager, conducted awareness discussions with impacted neighboring communities and disclosed the timing of the impending permanent road closure, as well as the reason for the Sunday, June 29, 2025. Those affected were requested to use alternative access roads to get to their destinations. NSL is monitoring the impact to workers and residents in the affected areas. NSL's work is to secure the site in preparation for development while keeping the site accessible to a temporary guarded road outside the main fence for the affected communities to use. Development plans. The immediate NSL's genuine commitment to transform the land into developments that provide maximum benefits to its members. NSL intends for the land remains consistent with those from its earlier plans, and that is to develop new mixed-use commercial, residential, and industrial precincts integrated along with the current infrastructure allotments, together with the required public utilities that will see the smooth flow of traffic through and within the area, boost local business opportunities, and support much-needed economic activity. NSL's development plans are designed to align with the National Capital District Commission's NCD urban development plans for Port Moresby to ensure the most effective use of the land. Development timeframe. While NSL is committed to delivering this project as soon as practically possible, there is still a lot of work involved before the land can be fully developed. Development projects, particularly those of significant scale, are often multi-phased and will require careful planning, collaboration, and time. The process involves multiple steps and the coordination and involvement of various stakeholders. Careful consideration must also be placed at risk in order to ensure the highest quality outcomes and the best possible outcomes for our members in the future. It is also important to understand that, as with all NSL projects, the fund intends to complete each phase of development in such a manner that they provide the maximum benefits at a critical standard to achieve the best future returns for our members. Trespassers. Number One Super reminds informed settlers outside vacant land areas that it will retain any illegal trespassing or any unlawful activity. Anyone found to be trespassing and vandalizing NSL property located in the 9-mile land will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Beware of fraudulent sales. Nambawan Super wishes to remind the public to be vigilant and not to fall victim to scammers. Do not entertain any sales by individuals selling land for and on behalf of Nambawan Super, as these are unauthorized fraudulent claims. NSL will not be held liable for such sales. Nambawan Super urges buyers and sellers of land to undertake their due diligence and engage with reputable legal practitioners to conduct proper checks and do not be deceived into participating in fraudulent or permanent unauthorized land sales. Those who purchase any land falsely claiming to sell land or on behalf of Nambawan Super will not be recognized by the fund in relation to the 9 Mile land. Note: in keeping members informed, Nambawan Super will continue to provide updates on the progress and development of its 9 Mile land and key milestones achieved.